Okay, sports fan, back again for some carb rebuilding fun-filled action. Alrighty, I think I'm ready to begin. This is the part that's always nerve-wracking for me. Taking apart anything is easy. Well, easy. Easier than putting it back together and making it work. So I'm always concerned that this is the time that I find out that I really screwed the pooch. But anyway, here we are. We will begin. Alright, so finished cleaning. I'm going to be following the climber manual. Again, if you missed it from one of the previous videos, this is the manual I'm using. And it has the Rochester 4MV assembly step-by-step instructions. So between that and from the videos I've watched on the good old YouTube, I will be trying to get this puppy back together correctly. Time will tell. Alright, first thing I need to do is, in order to try to fit it inside that container for the Berryman soak, I had to remove this throttle arm cable linkage thingamabobber, and I now need to put that back on. So that's what I'm about to do now. Let's see, where is my good old flathead screwdriver that I had here a few moments ago? Did you fall to the floor somewhere? No, I don't see you. Okay, let me find the screwdriver. I did a little rearranging and moving stuff around, so it's possible that I set it someplace I didn't mean to. Alright, I don't see it. Hold tight, be right back. Okay, screwdriver has been found. It's a problem when you have teenagers living in your house who feel the need to mess with your stuff. Alright, as I mentioned before, I had to remove this throttle arm in order to get that to fit inside the Berryman container. So we'll put, I think you can see that, we'll put you back in. Okay, so hopefully we should have less of the weed whacker noise. So as I said, I have to put these nuts and bolts back on. That was one. And again, the only reason I took this off was to put it in so that I could fit it inside that plastic container I was using to soak them. Alright, now I need not you, but you. Okay. I'll hold you. Oops. While I screw there. Okay. One down and one more to go. Alright. Alright, so at this point I will start following the steps in the climber manual. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Step 1, install each item mixer screw and spring assembling the throttle bottle. Turn the screws clockwise until they seat lightly, then back out the number of turns recorded previously during disassembly to provide a temporary idle adjustment setting. Alright. So, number 1. Now I know there is a tool, a vacuum tool, at least in my Volkswagen, I had one, and you would set it over the running while you had the carburetor on, or unless you could somehow provide enough vacuum where you would set it over the opening, and off to the side there would be a glass or plastic gauge, and there would be a plastic or ball that would rise up or down depending on how much volume was running through. I don't know what it would. I would love to have something like that, or some type of machine I could use for this carburetor, but I don't, so I'll have to figure out how to do the adjustment, the fine-tuning. It's all a process. I'm trying to make sure I don't turn this thing too hard and before it gets to where it's bottomed out. That's why I keep slipping. That's why I keep slipping, because I'm trying not to put a lot of pressure on. Oh, she bottomed out. Alright. So we were at 3.5, 3.25. I think I'll just go ahead and take them both out 3.5, and then that'll be my starting point. So that's half and 1. 1.5, 2. 2.5, 3, 3.5. Alright. Time for the second one. Being very, very careful. Screw this puppy all the way in. That's more as far as I can go. La 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 la. Okay, she bottomed out there. Alright, so we got half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. Okay. That step is complete. Step 2, position a new gasket over the throttle body dowels and invert the carburetor body and install the throttle body. Tighten the attaching screws snugly. Alright. New gasket over the throttle body. Throttle body. What did I call it? Plate of some sort? Okay, so I have my kit. I took it, I put it, since I had to use the bin, I put it inside the bin and go from there. Alright.
this?
Yeah.
I'll wash it.
Now the question is, which gasket is the throttle body gasket? And I would say that would appear to be, okay, you're the side that goes towards the intake, which means that you're the side that goes to the float bowl portion. So over the pins, there are no pins. Oh, maybe missing. Position over the throttle body dowels. I don't see any throttle body dowels here. And there definitely aren't any on the other side, right? Nope, no dowels here. Alright. Okay, there are no throttle body dowels here, but there are throttle body dowels, or there are dowels on the float bowl. So that's the only thing I can think, is that we're talking about, well, you definitely won't fit there, so you're definitely the wrong gasket, clearly. And this is the side that goes to here, so we'll go with the other gasket. How about you? Yeah, you'll go there. Let's make sure it lines up with the holes. Make sure I don't have it flip the wrong side. That lines up much better, I believe. Let's see. Let's take a look at this way. Cut out there, cut out there, cut out there. This part is not symmetrical, so that should make it easier to tell. Versus this way. And see, this it won't drop right here. Hopefully you can see that. So right here, it won't drop. This is blocking it. So definitely this gasket goes in this direction. It clears here, clears there, and the holes line up better. Now one thing I'm going to do, I saw on the YouTube video by the carburetor mechanic Mike, he suggested spraying with silicone spray to prevent the gasket from sticking in the future. So I think I'll give that a try. I've got my liquid wrench silicone spray. I'll give her a spray. Okay, should be more than enough. Okay. Alright, and I will stick this gasket on. Okay. Okay, she's on. And again, another spray. Hello, Mr. Spider, where'd you come from? Goodbye, Mr. Spider. And then I will set the throttle body plate on top. And you go this way. Okay. And you're on. Alright. Position new, tighten the attaching screws snugly. So these two screws that go here, they were the screws that did not have washers, so it's not you, not you. There's number 1, and there's number 2. Let me dry them off. One goes there. Where did I drop the other one? There it is. The other one goes here. My last video, I realized when I went to go do the editing, and I try not to do a lot of editing, I realized that I didn't have good coverage of everything I was working on. It was cut off. So I'm trying to hopefully make sure this time that I get good coverage. Because what's the point in making a video if it's not usable? Okay. You're snug. Alright. I'll come back and do those. Okay. Install fuel filter spring, a new filter, and inlet nut with new gaskets. Tighten inlet nut securely. Okay. So we will come back and prepare for that. That needs to go here. I will clear you off. Okay. So we've got the spring. We've got the nut. Now we need the two washers that go with there. So out of the kit. There's the filter. I'll set you there. And the two washers. Okay. Alright, so one washer goes inside here. The filter goes there. Spring goes there. Now my old filter, here we go. The spring would actually clip onto this lip. But the new filter supplied in the kit doesn't have it, so I'll just have to drop the spring inside the housing. And I have the other washer that goes around there. Alright, so and I'm taking my time. I'm sure I could have been done by now if I really cared about speed, but I do not. I just care about getting it right. Just a moment.